fights in the fight. Three 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 fights in the fight. Fight blue and white. Three fights in the fight. Fight blue and white. Three fights in the fight. Fight blue and white. Three fights in the work, gonna fight every test, every trouble, every mess, every rumble, every pen, every paper, every blank, every answer, every win, every loss, every circle, every cross, every piece, every wall, every wound, every scar, every chicken, every bar, every spoon, every fork, every color, every blue, everywhere I go, blue, every darkness, every light, for the blue, for the white, everyone, every day, every fight, one big fight.
Follow at Radyo Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter.
Pagod ka na ba sa mga chismis? Fake news? Bad news? Good news naman! Isishare namin sa inyo ang good news. Samahan ang Jesuit Volunteers Philippines na maghatid sa inyo ng mga balita at kwentong totoo at may puso. Makinig sa mga istorya ng pagtutulungan, pagkakawang gawa, mga kwentong serbisyong kusang loob. KSKL. Share ko lang, Huwebes, alas 5 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Share ko lang.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Coming up next, the music class on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo, Katipunan.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog, lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan.
It's time for the music class. Join us for an evening of learning music and appreciating the art behind every hum, tune, and beat. Listen to engaging performances and insights from some of the top and upcoming musicians in the scene today. Tune in every Tuesday evening here on The Music Class. Let the music class begin.
Isang mapagpalang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to the music class, your only music education radio program here in the Philippines, and we are also live streaming. We are here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, and we can also be found through the Ateneo de Manila University page and Radyo Katipunan YouTube. We have with us tonight no other than Joaquin Miguel L. Songco. He is a third-year AB Political Science student here at the Ateneo de Manila University, and is the current Concertmaster of Blue Symphony Orchestra. Miguel started learning the violin at age 4, spending his formative years with teacher Lois Espinosa at the Philippine Montessori Center, and later pursuing advanced lessons with Professor Chona Noble of the University of the Philippines College of Music under its extension program. And he is currently under the tutelage of Professor Ralph Thailan, also a professor at the University of the Philippines College of Music. Welcome, Miguel Tuloy. Joaquin.
Okay, is on?
Yes, it's on.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the invite. I'm grateful to be here, and hello to our two guests watching in the audience there.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is that on?
Oh, is it? It's on.
Here.
Oh, it's on. Okay. So, well, first of all, no, we've had so many violinists, guests here on the music class. But it's the first time that we have, well, for this, I think for this year, someone from Blue Symphony, and who's really, I would say, an accomplished, accomplished violinist. Kasi with what you just played, what was that piece?
That was the Adagio from Bach's Sonata in G minor for solo violin, BWV 1001.
Okay. So, Bach Sonata for solo violin, is it the first movement?
Yes, this is the first movement.
First movement. In what key ba?
G minor.
G minor. Okay. So, normally, are there a lot of violin pieces for unaccompanied, or normally it's with the orchestra, with the piano? With
I would say there are definitely more pieces where the violin has an accompaniment, as the violin is definitely a more melodic instrument. You can do chords, but it's more difficult. Oh, thank you. Hello, yes.
Yes.
You can do chords, but it's more difficult to do chords on the violin since, of course, the bridge is curved, so it takes an effort to make chords. But there exists naman a sizable amount of completely solo repertoire, such as the Bach sonatas and partitas, famously the Paganini caprices as well, which are an insane display of virtuosity. But yeah, it's nice to play unaccompanied for a change because you're by yourself, you're just expressing yourself, and just have to let the music flow.
Okay. I'm curious about why you got interested in the violin as an instrument. You were 4 years old
Yes, I
when
was.
you started, and you were with the Philippine Montessori Center. Yeah.
Yes. There are two stories to this, which my personal truth is that I actually don't remember starting.
Okay.
I've been playing the violin for as long as I can remember. It's always been a part of my life. But what I'm told are either that I heard it in my preschool, and because it's my preschool, I had classmates who were studying it, so I was like, my parents let me try it, and it's just stuck. The other possible reason is that I heard it in church once, and I really liked the sound, so I wanted to take it up, and here we are now.
I know Philippine Montessori Center. It's a very musical school. So I know way back in 2002, but probably you weren't born yet.
Yeah, I was born in 2005.
I played with a violinist there. We had a concert at Philippine Montessori Center, and you also study you also have parang Orff music method, di ba?
Yes.
That school, and your teacher, teacher, how do you pronounce her name?
Lois.
Teacher Lois. She's actually related to kila Sal Malaki.
Yes, I believe that she's his sister.
Oh, yeah. So, I know that she has been teaching there for a long time, and she has been really influencing a lot of the. So did you? What were your? Do you remember your first pieces in the violin? Were you?
Yes.
Did you do the normal things, Suzuki and?
I remember at first, of course, it was technique, mga Twinkle Twinkle, Little Star, of course. But I do remember, I did the Suzuki method. We didn't solely focus on the Suzuki method. We also did other pieces outside that. For example, mga canon indie. So we used the Suzuki method as kind of an anchor. And then, yeah, it took me a long time to get through the Suzuki books. I remember I was only at book 5 in 2018-19 because, I mean, for most of my childhood, I just viewed violin lessons as lessons. I didn't exactly feel it was a passion. It was just another part of my routine. Until I hit the Vivaldi Concerto in A minor in book 4, which I felt was like a level piece. Like,
And you played that, what were you in high school already?
I was in high school already.
Okay.
So yes, my growth before that was actually just stagnant. But when I learned this, when I was able to reach this piece, it felt like I had reached, a level, right? And then it made me excited. I really wanted to practice more. I started discovering other violin repertoire to the point that in that year, I'd say I had a sort of growth spurt in my skills. And after that year, I moved on, book 5, and I was moved na to UP kay Ma'am Chona.
In high school, so you went to kindergarten, Philippine Montessori Center, no? Grade school.
I've been in Ateneo since grade school.
Since grade school. So and then in high school, so did you have an orchestra here?
Oh yes, I was part of the Ateneo Junior High School Symphonic Ensemble, which is now called the Chamber Orchestra because
they have more players?
Yes, and the music department of the AJHS is involved in the orchestra now.
Oh, nice,
It's great.
nice.
They invite me sometimes for concerts as an alumnus, and I feel old.
Okay. So and then you became what year were you? What grade in high school did you study?
When I had that
grade
growth
10. That
I was grade 8.
Vivaldi. Grade 8.
Yes.
So you had how many more years? Parang 4 more years to really advance.
And I had those 4 years as a sort of unexpected, I wouldn't say blessing, but because of the pandemic, I was definitely able to practice more. I felt forgive me for being corny, my love for the instrument get much deeper. I felt for the first time ever that I'd wanted to pursue it as a career because at that time, it was the only thing I viewed as a constant in my life, which it still is up to now. So yeah, when I was in UP, I started going through the standard repertoire concerto, so not Suzuki method anymore. And yeah, here I am now.
Wow. What about playing? What pieces does your orchestra in high school? What do you guys play?
Since they're a teaching orchestra, from when I was there at least, they were doing, let's say, basic stuff. For example, there's like Ode to Joy, their Christmas carols, but they also did somewhat simplified version, I remember, of the Toreador's March from Carmen. Yeah, it's a varied genres, but definitely more on teaching members to how to play in an orchestra and how to be musicians.
Okay. And I'm sure when you were in high school, you already heard about the Blue Symphony.
Yes.
Kasi how many years na bang Blue Symphony?
It was founded in 2008.
2008.
So 17 years.
17 years na.
Yes.
Okay, and your conductor, who I think he's a violist, di ba?
Yes.
Si Tito Rodel.
Yes.
Yeah. Has been conducting since the beginning of the orchestra.
Pretty much.
Pretty
Yes.
much, no? So, what is since first year college, you were already part of Blue Symphony.
Yes, I was.
And when did you become a concertmaster?
As luck would have, maybe not luck, but as the circumstances would have it, when I came in as first year, the then concertmaster, Alessandra, was already a 5th year. So
Okay.
as soon as she graduated, she had already asked me to be the concertmaster as soon as 2nd year. So now I'm in my 2nd year of being concertmaster as a 3rd year student.
Okay. For the sake of our for the sake of our viewers and listeners,
Yes.
Diba, a concertmaster, you're not only the leader of Violin 1, but you're actually second. You're supposed to be second in hand to the conductor. Diba?
Yes.
How does one become a concertmaster? Do you get appointed to be a concertmaster? Or do you can you audition to be a concertmaster?
In the case of Blue Symph, you are appointed to be the concertmaster. I'm not sure if before, I know I've heard before they had auditions when there were multiple candidates, but when it was my time, I was the most available and most skilled, let's say, candidate. So I was appointed not to be the concertmaster at that time. So yes.
And then, but the rest of the, diba, you have violin 2.
Yes.
Do you have viola players
Well, we
this
do,
time?
actually.
Cello?
Yes.
Double bass?
No double
No
bass.
double bass.
I'd love
Okay.
to have one.
Okay. So, how does one, okay, for students who might want to try Blue Symphony? Well, I know your auditions are already over, but there might be some students who still play the violin and they want to can they audition again next sem or yearly ba yung audition nyo?
We are open to having, well, we don't call them auditions kasi we call them performer evaluations, since
Okay.
as soon as you join the performing pool and pay the fee, you're already a part of the orchestra. The evaluation process is just for us to get to know their skill level and their orchestral placement. So if we'll put them in V1, V2, V3. Okay.
So who decides if you are in violin 1, violin? Oh, there's V3 also.
Yes, for the beginners.
For the beginner. So who decides on that?
That's the musical development board, which is comprised of me as the concertmaster, the student conductors, or conductors, which in this case is just one, and the composers and arrangers head. So we propose this setup to our officer in charge, who is our former student conductor, now an alumnus, si Lorenzo Go. Shout out to him. He's probably conducting our rehearsal right now.
Okay.
And yeah, we show this list to him and he comments or approves. And yes, that is the working placement for the year.
So can you imagine, for ladies and gentlemen, what's unique about the Blue Symphony? You also have composers and arrangers,
Yes.
a group of composers. So that means you are not just a performing orchestra, but you want to encourage performers and arrangers. Do you have a lot of a bunch of performers, composers and arrangers this semester?
We name it composers and arrangers out of tradition, although we don't really compose because our focus is on teaching them how to arrange. So
Okay.
yes, I believe there have been compositions in the past, but for the longest time it's focused on arranging lang. But to answer for your question, yeah, we do have significant number of arrangers.
I wonder if maybe not, Josh Papangilinan, if he ever was part of Blue Symphony.
I'm not
Maybe he
familiar.
was in Blue Rep. I'm not sure. 2009 yan eh. 2009
familiar.
graduate. But anyway, he became a composer, studied in Juilliard, and his compositions were played by the Manila Symphony Orchestra and something like that. No, a lot of and then when it comes to composers, I think si Dominic Laksamana
Oh, yes.
was part of Blue Symphony.
He
ba?
was.
Yeah. So he's now I don't know if he already graduated, but he's a composition major
Yes, he's
in
already
UP.
graduated. I know he's a professor now at Benilde in music production.
Oh, okay. Has he done compositions for
Not for Blue Symphony.
Not for Blue Symphony.
But he has arrangements from his time as a student here.
Yes, I'm sure there are more.
Yes.
How does now? I know it's supposed to be about the violin, but I got interested with arrangements.
Of course.
How do you teach them? How do you teach them to arrange? Like, do you assign them? Okay, I want you to arrange this piece because we're having a concert, or
So at first, we have a system this year where at first we'll have workshops that teach them the basics, the fundamentals of arranging. So first music theory and then instrumentation. They start off with small ensembles. They're asked to arrange a piece that they choose or are assigned. I'm not too familiar since I didn't join the arrangers this year.
So you have to join the group
Yes,
of
that
arrangers.
one requires a diagnostic test. Because
Really?
unlike
Talagang
performing, it's a different
Iba
thing
talaga
for-
ang style ng Ateneo, no?
Yeah.
Parang mas mahirap pa sa UP to, ah.
Di naman po.
Oo, may diagnostic test
Di
pa
naman
eh.
po.
So ano yung diagnostic test na to?
So,
Ear
yes.
training, they have to identify the intervals. And
Yes, what
parang
you've
ganon,
mentioned,
no?
yes.
Oh, that's already the UP College of Music entrance test.
naman po yung ganong
Oo,
level.
diagnostic test nila yan. Anyway, nako, sorry. I didn't mean na naman.
No.
Tapos, and then they decide, your committee decides, di ba?
Yes.
Who becomes...
For the diagnostic, there's a passing score.
Okay.
I'm not going to disclose. But Yes, for those who pass, they are accepted as active arrangers, where those who don't pass are trainee arrangers. So they still get accepted in a way.
Okay, so in other words, if you want to be part of the Blue Symphony, everybody technically gets accepted.
Yes.
But either you become a trainee, you become a real arranger, and what about the do you have non-musicians or
Yes.
non-performers?
We have our management pool, which is responsible for the communications, like the creatives, and operations, which is responsible for coordinating our logistics. We have this term, we use it a lot, hakot. Hakot is a central part of Blue Symphony culture because our rehearsal venues are not as set in stone, so we do move from place to place from time to time. And for gigs, for example, we have to have people to set up, right, for the logistics, and for room reservations to have practices.
So let me get this. Those who are in that administrative part of the org, they just do it because they have the passion to.
Yeah, some of them have either friends who are performers, so they want to be a part, or they have a passion for music but are not performers, so they want to be a part of the orchestra, the organization rather, somehow.
So how do you get pero they have to be diba? They have to be organized, they have to make sure do you have some sort of like rules, like how parang rules and regulations, how your administrative people, how they should function, how
Yes. There are code of internal procedures. Meron mo kaming
kasi syempre if it's just an org, some people think na
Baliwala
hobby lang naman yan, baliwala
Definitely
lang
not.
yan. Hindi naman
not.
ako music, well, I can just go anytime, di ba? Ganon. Even practice, di ba? What about practice? Okay,
yes.
let's talk about practice. I'm sure you as a violinist, you practice. But what about your members in Blue Symphony? Practice.
Well, of course,
Let's
this
talk about
practice,
practice.
like solo or yung rehearsals po.
Rehearsals. Again, let's talk about rehearsals first.
So we have a regular rehearsal schedule, which is weekly on Tuesdays and Fridays, 5 to 8:30 or 9 p.m. And then we have sectionals on Wednesdays, which are 1 to 3 hours, depending on the best availability of the section. So bali sila po yung magde-decide ng oras. So we do expect all performers to be present at all rehearsals, barring excused absences naman, which we ask them to direct to the section point people. So yes, our rehearsals, we could say they are as often as a class because we only cancel rehearsals when either there is no venue or when classes are suspended or when it's a holiday.
Do you have rules na, kasi di ba, if you're a regular student, how many this and this total of
Yes, we do
absences, you have a failing grade or something. What about in Blue Symphony?
Once a performer reaches 3 unexcused absences, which is when they don't tell their point person, we'll have to discuss their case, and then we'll talk about it with the musical development board and the conductors, and then we'll see if they're eligible pa rin to perform. Pero as it stands, what happens is if they're not eligible to perform, they're still a part of the orchestra. They just cannot perform for our gigs and our concert.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is good for you. You have 2 new members here who are watching, and probably
not
they
in
don't know the
rehearsals.
rules yet.
No, I'm sure they know the rules. We told it to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm so excited. For those who are watching and for those who are listening, we have Joaquin Miguel Songco. He's the concertmaster, or the second in hand of the Blue Symphony Orchestra here at the Ateneo. And you can actually send your comments through the Radyo Katipunan page or Ateneo de Manila page. And you can also go to YouTube. Okay, and if we don't get to answer it tonight, I'm sure Joaquin will get to read it sometime later, no? Because you can watch the replay actually.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to your violin playing, since later on we're going to listen to you. You know, I heard that you are performing for, you are a semi-finalist for NAMSIA.
Yes, that's correct. And
Yeah.
my competition is tomorrow, actually.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Yes. For everybody's information, you can actually watch it live, diba?
Yes, at Manila Pianos.
You can go to Manila Pianos. Okay, that's the venue of the National Music Competitions for Young Artists, and this is the violin competition, 9 o'clock tomorrow.
It
correct?
starts at 9 o'clock, though the performances will be from 9 to 12 and 1 to 5 p.m.
Wow, how many
There
contestants?
are 9 of us, and I'll be in the afternoon.
You'll be in the afternoon pa. Okay,
Yes.
so you kind of know what your time, no?
Yung order lang po yung alam namin, pero yung mismong time is subject to, the performances of the...
Oh, okay. So, but most likely you'll be in the afternoon.
Yes.
No, kasi 9 eh. They'll have a lunchtime
Yes.
break. Okay. For everybody's information, Manila Pianos is in Magallanes, no, Ronak Lifestyle Center. Actually, this coming October 12, Sunday, Music Teachers Network Alliance Philippines and the Buenaventura family, Tito Art, Captain Art Buenaventura.
Oh, the arranger of the national anthem.
Well, that's
Yun po yun.
his
family.
father. Yeah, we are starting the Baldwin Festival series because we're using their Baldwin,
The Baldwin
piano.
pianos.
Yes, and but it's open to everyone. We have 25 performers per month. So this coming Sunday, we have performers coming from Cebu, Baguio, Bicol, and Metro Manila. So Joaquin's performance tomorrow will be there at Manila Pianos.
Yes.
And you can also go to the page of NAMSIA if you want to view it live streaming. Because
Yes.
I recall this afternoon they were live streaming.
Although the venue itself is open to the public, you can watch at no charge. You can just enter, and you can watch our performances.
Yeah. So
Help put pressure on us.
Yeah, watch 9 violinists play, and they will be how many pieces per contestant?
So there's supposed to be a box selection, which is 1 or 2 pieces. 2 if it's shorter, 1 if long. Then 2 movements of a chamber work for piano and violin. And then a Filipino piece from the Cabayao or the Redento Romero selection of arrangements. And then a showpiece from a set of provided showpieces.
Okay. So it's quite long. Does it have a time limit or
It's
not really?
30 to 45 minutes per performer.
Per performer? Okay, so 9 performers tomorrow. Take note, everyone. Okay, is this your first competition?
Yes, this is my first
Oh
competition.
wow! And you're pretty advanced playing those things. So when you were in grade school, when you were in high school, elementary school, high school, no competition at all.
No, I just really saw violin as an extracurricular. I was just doing it for the fun of it, but now I feel like I want to compete because I see the violin as a part of my future.
So it wasn't your teacher who convinced you to compete. It was you.
No, he encouraged me, but I immediately accepted it.
Wow, nice. For your teacher to tell you, you might want to join a competition. It's something, di ba? It says
Para akong
something.
binudol.
Oh, plus ano pa to parang senior category to, di
Yes,
ba? So this is the oldest category for this national music competitions.
This is ages 19 to 30.
19 to 30?
Yes.
So yung mga kalaban mo hanggang 30 years old. And
Baka
Joaquin is only
20.
20. Okay, can you imagine 10 years ang gap mo, no? Then you'll be playing. Anyway, before we continue our conversation, is it okay if I ask you to play the piece?
Yes.
Very important piece, very timely, and then we can talk more about your course as an AB Political Science major and some advocacies that the Blue Symphony are, and so this is an arrangement, no, of Redento Romero, Bayan Ko by Constancio de Guzman. Wow, bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo, Joaquin.
And thank you for accompanying me po.
Yeah. Kinabahan ako kasi yung mga tenutan, yung pre-practice natin kanina. Yeah,
We got it
it's
naman
really something, no? Well, I was telling our viewers and listeners how timely this piece is, no? Kasi, first, for everybody's information, I did introduce Joaquin a while ago, and he is a third-year AB Political Science major. Now, did you choose that course?
Yes, I did.
Why AB Pol Sci?
Okay, so I began my college journey right after the election season of 2022, and I felt that I wanted to study to make a change. At first, I actually came from the Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics, or STEM strand in the Ateneo Senior High School. But my plans after the election felt vain.
Mm-hmm.
I felt as if I wanted to do something that I could use to contribute more to society. So I wanted to take up political science as a pre-law.
Okay, so if you're in if STEM is your strand, what's supposed to be the strand of Pol Sci?
Humanities and social sciences, HUMS.
Oh, but it really doesn't matter, no? Like if you decide, for example, you're in the HUMS strand, and then you decide, I wanna take up biology. Can you do that for
yes,
college?
you can. There's nothing stopping.
No, there's nothing naman. So it's just that siguro advantage. It's an advantage to have that strand,
Yep.
no? But for you to choose political science, syempre because of a lot of the turn of events, no? And then for sa audience naman natin, no, sa viewers natin and listeners, makikita nyo naman very active ang Blue Symphony.
Yes.
sa maraming mga parang I would say, would you call it political protests, or meron kayong mga we're performing for this, for martial law.
Definitely, yes.
We're performing for marami kayong, di ba?
Yes, po. We have gigs that are we classify them as advocacy gigs, and definitely yes. The martial law anniversary, I would not like to call it an anniversary, but definitely for lack of a better word, anniversary of martial law. We did perform a flash mob gig for that. We performed, among other songs, we performed Bayan Ko and Tatsulok.
Okay. When did this parang it's a different Blue Symphony. When did this start? Yung parang being involved in political things, or having a say on with your org. Since first year college ka ba?
Since I came in na po, ganun na po yung Blue Symphony. So maybe it happened when I was in high school around that time. So,
okay.
yes.
Kasi, from what I recall, when we started the Radyo Katipunan and the music class, 2018, no? Sila Caleb were one of the first. I don't remember any, anything with Blue Symphony being involved in these things.
I do remember po in that year's concert, they did play Bayan Ko.
Not just play, but I mean, kayo kasi talagang nakalagay sa poster
yes,
nyo, di ba? Sila, may Christmas concert sila, may di ba? Anybody can play Bayan Ko, anybody can sing Bayan Ko, kasi Bayan Ko was part of us as Sarsuela, di ba?
Yes, yung walang sugat.
So tapos marami na rin gumagamit ng kanta, kahit di ba, kahit sino na nga di ba? Nasa liwasang Bonifacio ka, kahit saang ka, magbabayan ko sila diyan. Tapos parang yun na, ang feeling nila yung bayan ko, tawag na kagad ng people power yan. Sige, mag-ano na tayo.
Protest anthem ng Pilipinas.
Ganun na kagad na anybody can just di ba?
Right.
Pero syempre, para sa atin, alam natin na hindi lang merong naging importante yan nung 1986. Yun
Yes.
yung niyan, di ba? Nung 2000 ba, 1999, yung kay Erap, I forgot. Hindi naman masyadong ibang klase rin yun ibang klase rin. But anyway, going back to my point for Blue Symphony, bakit ko nasabi yan? Kasi nung nagkaroon ng dito sa Ateneo, no, and please keep just answer me or whatever you want to say. Nung February of this year, nagtataka ako, sabi ko, parang hindi effective kung purong walk out of the classroom, lang kayo, mag-protest ka diyan, magsalita ka, ka.
Sa February po.
Nung February pa, sabi ko, mas effective kung lagyan mo ng concert, lagyan mo ng music. Yun ang napapansin kong difference sa youth ngayon, no? Marami tayong mga events pero hindi nila masyadong nilalagyan ng music. Tama ba? Tama ba ako? Kasi dati pag linagyan mo ng kanta, kakantahin na ng kabataan, pagkatapos parang music moves you. Music moves you to pero ngayon parang wala lang mag-aano ka sa Instagram, magra-rant ka sa Facebook na hindi siya, ewan ko, kulang sa soul.
Definitely po. I see what you mean, and to some extent I agree. I haven't thought about that yet, so I don't know if I fully. But definitely there is an aspect that the youth are more inclined to protest if there's music. Because I noticed, right, there were 2 rallies on September 21st this year. The one at Luneta and the one at EDSA. The one at EDSA was it was organized by the church, so forgive me, it was more tame.
Okay.
But there were a lot of music performances and it drew the bigger crowd.
Exactly.
It drew the bigger crowd.
Yung kung sigaw ka lang ng sigaw dyan na pare-pareho naman yung sinisigaw
Parang rally lang po yung sasabihin.
Oo, rally
pero
lang siya.
ito talagang event.
Oo, yes. Yun yung ko. Kaya halimbawa nung February, sabi ko, nag-organize nga yung Ateneo. Tapos meron nga tayo, may martial law museum pa, may daming mga nandyan. Pero walang music Kung lagyan mo ng music, kung alimbawa, invite niyo yung Blue Symphony, kahit si Joaquin lang nga, invite niyo na tumugtog.
Feel free to invite us if you are watching.
So, ang ginawa namin dito nung Feb, talaga yung mga kanta na, kung ano yung mga naalala nilang kanta. Kasi even yung mga guests ko dito na sila Dav Dionisio or kahit na yung mga younger, hindi na nga nila alam yung ibang kinanta 'di ba? Hindi na nila alam yung ibang mga kanta kasi hindi na yun ang trend ngayon Ang trend ngayon yung mga kanta na na nasa TikTok.
Oh yes. Definitely.
'Di ba? Yun yung mga kanta na halos hindi naman siya, how do I say that? Parang hindi naman siya it doesn't even help in our parang social progress,
right.
Or it doesn't even talk about injustice or basta wala lang, di ba?
Parang wala lang. It's just I don't want to say noise. I want to respect. I do not want to say noise, but definitely it's not it doesn't move you as much as these kinds of songs would. And it's really sad na only a few people in this generation really memorize these songs because, for example, they're active or they're interested in these kinds of music, which, again, is really sad because these songs hold so much history, right? As you mentioned, they were sung in People Power, which shout out to my dad if he is listening and watching this. He was a part of at that time. He was there in EDSA. So yes, these are the songs that carry our DNA as Filipinos. So it's really important for us to continue this, spread the knowledge, and not just the knowledge but the love for the music and the message that the music holds.
Wala ka ng, halimbawa nung panahon namin, kasi nung kami na high school, pag kinanta mo yung Saranggola ni Pepe, 'di ba? Birthday mo, ka-birthday mo si Jose Rizal, 'di ba? Alam mo na may ibang klaseng na yan, 'di ba? May meaning, ibang klaseng meaning, hindi lang basta kumanta ka ng pop music, 'di ba? So, sabi ko ngayong 21st century, for example, 2024 or 2025, what are the songs that na merong ganyan, no? Siguro merong may ginawa si Ben and Ben.
Yes.
Pero it's just it's not an original. It's not really originally about
I'm not that familiar.
Yung Kadiliman?
I'm not as familiar with that po kasi, sorry, classical lang po ako.
Okay.
But I mean, of course, I'm open to the other genres. It's just that I grew up with classical, so that's what I know most.
Okay. So yun. Well, the one thing that you guys can do, if I may suggest, itong mga kantang to na, Ben and Ben, they're so popular, and when they sang yung, I think it was Kadiliman or something, pag linagay siya sa orchestra, bawa your pool of arrangers will then mas lalong siguro you can draw more attention.
Yes, but that is actually something we do. And I have to admit, I actually started learning more of and listening to more modern music because of Blue Symph, because of the arrangements. So basically, for our year-end concert, we vote on, we suggest songs that we want to play as an orchestra, and then they go through a process, and then eventually the ones that stick are arranged for orchestra, and we play them. So since, of course, there's a lot of modern songs there, that's what ends up being arranged, and that way I actually learn more about music. So that's what Blue Symphony has given me. It's definitely widened my range of music that I listen to.
Okay. What about for 2025, because we're around 3 months, diba? It will, but in 3 months 2025 will be ending, no?
Yes.
So
Ang bilis,
since January 2025, what social parang anong tawag nun? What events have or what performances have Blue Symphony? What has it impact? What is the impact in society or within the student body? What have you produced na more on social action, political action?
Ayun
Parang
po.
ganun.
Just this September 30, we played for the Martial Law Anniversary Declaration. But since, as you mentioned, 2025 is about to end, we also perform Christmas gigs.
Okay.
We perform for actually any client that contacts us, whether it be it inside the campus or outside. As long as we're able to fit in the schedule, we have the performers, the desired songs, we will be able to play for them as well.
Oh, okay,
and,
okay.
We have a culminating project per semester. So for this first semester, we have the year end. We have the caroling, which is we visit either members' houses or their clients or anyone who invites us. We perform a set list of Christmas songs, either as a full orchestra or as a small gig lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And this is basically fundraising for our second semester culminating project, which is the year-end concert.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we need donations.
Do you have singer soloists also, like concerts with a singer, like
There have been in the
accompanying?
past, but not right now.
Not right now. Oo. Kasi alam mo, naisip ko lang, ngayon ko lang naisip marami ring kanta ang Jescom na
Yes,
Pasko ng
yes.
Paglaya, yung mga kanta na halimbawa si Father Arnel, nakita ko kanina meron siyang kanta nga na nang ako'y naglalakad na pauwi, tas nakita niya yung mga bata sa lansangan, di ba?
Yes.
Ano kaya ang magiging Pasko ng mga batang ito? Parang ganun na ng mga kanta, no? Na maganda rin, parang awareness.
Napapaisip din po kung I've seen on social media recently, di ba po as Filipinos, gusto talaga nating maaga sinisimulan ang Christmas. Although it is September now, and instead of focusing on Christmas as a society, we are more focused on this issue of corruption that is plaguing us, right? So medyo natatabunan yung mga parol, yung mga like All I Want for Christmas always playing in the mall. But then if that's playing in the mall, people on their phones are reading about the corruption instead of Christmas.
Tama ka. Kasi I'm a Christmas person. I love
Yes,
going to
course.
the malls, and napapansin ko halos wala pa masyadong. Hindi pa ganun. Be excited.
As we young people say, the vibe is not like that yet.
Oo. Pero alam mo, pwede rin siyang pwedeng maka-influence, like, whenever I see boys and girls selling lanterns on the, di ba? Hindi yung parang pang lang yan. Nakakahiya hanggang ngayon. Ganun pa rin nangyayari. Nagbebenta pa rin sila sa streets at di ba? Oo, parang walang
Radyo Katipunan. News,
ang ating
insights,
bayan. Radyo Katipunan. So, anyway, so for everybody's just a reminder, you can book Blue Symphony. Do you have a page or a
Yes. You can contact us through the Facebook page, which is Blue Symphony Orchestra, or email us directly at you might not remember this, but bluesymph.xrel, as in external relations, @gmail.com, all small letters.
Oh, okay, okay. And then if you want, if you want Joaquin, for example, to be part of your big event, halimbawa sa November 30, I heard there's another,
being set up.
pero sana more concerts More, yun ang ako as a musician, no, mas maganda yun, mas may impact. Hindi yung parang sigaw na lang ng sigaw.
Mas maraming pong taong nakapunta.
Oo, mas maraming taong nakakapunta.
Even if they're not as interested po sa political side, parang they'll go for the concert tapos maiintindihan na nila yung mga pinanindigan ng mga protesters, for example. So baka lalong lumalim yung kanilang understanding of the social issues. So definitely po, music helps with that.
Yes. Sa Blue Symphony, so somebody does your marketing, no, and PR,
Yes,
and
we have the non-performers for that.
and then syempre you also have to whenever you have this social issues na you're performing as a symphony, as a big group, diba? Do you also discuss this with your members, how things are going to, I don't know, like, kasi syempre, I'm sure ang mga members nyo, lalo na the new ones, di ba? They might not know what they're getting into. Kala nila fun lang siya, pero meron palang may sariling paninindigan, stand ang
Yes.
ang Blue Symph.
Yeah, this is something we discuss as a board. But also let me correct myself.
Yeah.
Actually some of our departments, for example, yung communication and marketing, is actually, I wouldn't say dominated, but it's headed by people who are also performers. So
Okay,
unlike
good.
a traditional orchestra or yung mga professional orchestra wherein management is separate from the orchestra, our management is composed of the people in the orchestra as well, and also outside it. So there is no separation between between management and members, which sometimes is what leads to chaos in professional orchestras, for example.
Okay. Who's this? Adrian Ocampo. Sabi ni Adrian, there is still Halloween, Undas,
Yes.
Thanksgiving,
Yes.
Bonifacio
We will
Day
actually,
pa.
we have a Halloween
Yeah.
gig being set up. And
You know Adrian Ocampo?
No po.
Okay.
Also, yes, on October 10, we will be playing at the One Big Pride opening ceremony. So, you want to catch us there? Yes, that's another part of our advocacy wing as an org.
Oh,
So,
one
yes.
big
Pride March,
This
yes.
is October 10. Bakit October ang Pride March ng Ateneo?
I don't know, I'm not part of that.
Oo, okay. And then, for Christmas, any Christmas gigs yet? Wala pa.
We're still setting that up.
You're still setting that up. So hopefully, I was talking to our, station manager, si Sir Justin, Pontino. He has a lot of plans for Radyo Katipunan. And alam mo naman, normally, Radyo Katipunan is one of the co-sponsors, or they're part of the Noel concert. Have you ever
Yes.
been part of that?
I've heard about it po, but I haven't
Oo.
really watched.
And then, syempre, marami. And hopefully, this coming December, Blue Symphony, Ateneo College Glee Club, and a lot of the other music orgs in Ateneo sana nga meron maybe it's your marketing team who can organize that. All the music orgs of Ateneo can come up with a concert, diba?
That's a good idea.
Oo, diba? Either, well, it can be a concert for a cause or whatever, no? Kasi marami na kayo eh. I remember 20 years ago, AMP was very active, di ba? Ang daming mga, kasi syempre, yung time na yon, yung mga members ng AMP, yung iba, meron na silang recording sa BMG, meron silang mga, different recording companies, pero ngayon kasi iba na wala na mga CD. So
Spotify na po, SoundCloud.
Oo, Spotify na. Tapos, pero dati, name a band and it's from Ateneo. Ganon dati yun eh. That was 20 years ago, no? Pero ngayon, iba na. Syempre, open, tayo, maraming, Anyway, before we end tonight's guesting episode, I would like to also acknowledge my co-host Mary RJ Max, who's not here with us, pero nakakamiss kasi nga sanay ako meron kausap na, but hopefully we can invite more Ateneo musicians,
Yes.
students who are playing instruments, students who are singing, and like what Joaquin was saying, if you did not ano ba yon? If you did not sign up during the rec week, you're accredited organization.
No, we are part of the League of Independent Organizations.
League of Independent.
Lions.
Okay. Bakit hindi you don't want to be
That's
accredited?
a long story.
Okay. So, okay. O kasi like ACGC is part of what?
Yes, it is. It's part of the accredited.
Accredited. Nako, another story ano. Okay.
So with the independence that we have, we can set up our own recruitment schedule as well. So yes.
Oh, okay. But pag ano ka, walang budget, 'di ba? Di ba nasa
Meron naman-
accredited yung budget?
Meron naman po pero it is not as high as...
Oo nga, naalala ko yan, yung mga budget na yan eh. Oo. So, syempre, nagbabayad kayo ng student fee nyo, ng everything, di ba? Tapos bibigyan ng budget per org. So, yun ang ano nyo. So, tama ka. So, you also need to do fundraising for your
Yes,
org,
and
di ba?
caroling is a fundraising event for us because it helps us pay for the concert venue, which we'll use for our year-end concert, which is, for example, Irwin Theater or Sing-Son Hall.
You pay for that pa?
Yes, because we are not among the accredited orgs. So
Ganun
they
pala
charge
yun.
us the visitor prices.
Visitor prices? Pero students kayo dito?
Opo.
Okay, sana magbago naman yan.
Sana
Oo. Tapos, what about rehearsal space?
Ayun din po yung sa mga hinaing namin.
Okay.
Because, yun nga po, palipat-lipat po kami ng rehearsal venue. We have to share with the other orgs. And not just share, pero our previous partner, they are not able to host us this year due to some concerns. But, so now we are left to, basically our rehearsal venue is something that's more complicated, and the Hakot, as I mentioned earlier, is something that's more intensive now because we do sometimes change venues. Though right now we have a somewhat stable rehearsal space which is at the 3rd floor of Gonzaga. So yes.
Okay. So ang dami palang issues na complicated din pala dito yung
Opo.
Oo, ang dami rin. Hindi lang
Talaga
pala
po.
Pilipinas eh. Oo.
Parang microcosm na po ng Pilipinas.
Oo, yeah. Sana maayos kasi syempre lahat tayo lalo na sa music, wala nang pera sa music pagkatapos magbabayad pa pala kayo ng ng venue and all, no? Well, anyway, so again, for Christmas gigs, you may contact the page. And any last words, anything you want we missed before we play our final song?
Nothing that comes to mind. I'd love to play the final song. And again, thank you for having me here. It's a great honor. And for those of you watching, feel free to watch the National Music Competitions for Young Artists tomorrow. It will be live streamed on their page. It's also called the NAMSHA. If you want to watch me specifically, I'll be playing in the afternoon. So I hope to please your ears.
Okay. So to end tonight's music class, we end again with a Christmas song. Since we've been doing that since September, para lang naman parang music, soothing music, and to inspire us na we still celebrate Christmas, and we know that the reason is Christ. So this is a violin and keyboard version of O Holy Night. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat, and see you again next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, here on the Music Class.
It's time for the music class. Join us for an evening of learning music and appreciating the art behind every hum, tune, and beat. Listen to engaging performances and insights from some of the top and upcoming musicians in the scene today. Tune in every Tuesday evening here on The Music Class. Let the music class begin.